Yeah. Hey, welcome Ames hockey fans. We're getting we're getting started with our introductions for your Ames Cyclones here. At forwards, we have Zach Wilson and Ethan Garnis at wings. We have Graf Linder at center. At defense, Reed Jones, our captain. At the other D, Charles Hargrove. In net today is going to be Tobin Weaver. For Mason City, they're going to have forwards, Jackson Bothwell, number 19. Number 21, Kellen Quinteris. And forward, number 27, Dylan Bieber. At defense, number 8, Riley Emmett, and number 11, Thomas Hubbard. In goal for them today is number 71, Nathan Foster. We're going to get our national anthem here, and we're going to pause, and we'll be right back with you.
City Mohawks. We ask that you now rise and remove your caps for the performing of our national anthem.
Well, I don't know if you could all hear, but we certainly heard an interesting national anthem in the arena here.
Well, welcome everybody to your Ames Cyclones Saturday afternoon matinee hockey. We are here in wonderful Mason City, Iowa, taking on the Mason City Mohawks. This is our fourth of 4-game series against our divisional rival. Today is it's a do or die really for both of us from a point perspective and getting us into state. We have to win today for sure, and for Mason City to kind of hold their point lead on us, it certainly benefits them to beat us too. So it'll probably be a throwdown, typical I-35 clashing of the Titans in this situation.
So there's two teams within reach, Mason City and Dubuque, and either one of those we'd have to win out and they'd have to lose out for us to have a chance. So it gets interesting.
It does. The difference is that our last 2 games are against Fremont. Their last 2 games are against Oak Leaves. So,
yep.
All right, here we go. Starting off. Who do we have out there? Garnis, Linder, and Wilson, along with Jonesy and Chuck. Mason City gets it down into their offensive zone. We have a D-to-D pass behind the red line. Goal line, excuse me. Wilson up to Garnis.
Just gets past him. Good follow by Linder, but Mason City turns around. Here they come in left side. They take a shot wide right of the goal. Wraps around, comes out of the zone. That forces them to check up. Hansen waves on fans over that one. Goes past him. Giles gets it, gets to the red line, puts one on goal. We talk about that, just getting that pressure, putting them on goal, which is good, but we don't have the follow-ups. We don't have those second chances, I think is something we need to look for today. We're at least on the board first with shots on goal, so we'll take that.
We'll take that right off the bat for sure.
So off the face-off, Paulson battling for it. Mason City claps on him. He spins around, pushes it in the corner. Mason City wraps around. They come out right side. Paulson holds it in again, chips that one forward. Can't hold the zone. Shifley gets it just outside the zone, and he dumps it in deep. Giles, Pink, and Paulson keeping that pressure down there. Puck behind the net. Mason City comes out to their right-hand side. Breakout pass comes out, gets deflected. Shifley picks it up, chips up to Paulson. Paulson cross ice to Pink. Pink gets separated from it, tries to feed Giles coming into the zone, but can't find him. Mason City picks it up. They come in left side. They put a shot on goal. Knocked out by Weaver. Come out, and Flory feeds that one forward. In comes Hans into the zone. Tries to take a shot. Mason City gets in front of him. Hook behind the goal, wraps around. Baker is over there. Picks it up, backhands one front
Right
of the
there,
net.
right there.
Shifley
Nice.
was there
Oh.
in front of it again.
We're having some interesting lineup changes today, though, that I like to see. Is that Coach Baker's doing some different stuff, as we mentioned with last weekend. So Oliver and Isaac switched a little bit. So Oliver moved it up to forward. Isaac went back down to D. And this weekend, he's got Aiden and Tristan along with Hans. What we would consider normally the white line, but I think today is just, we may call them black, orange, and white, but I don't know that there's a distinct difference between any of our three forward lines. So I think Rick's trying to go full out, run three lines all the way through until possibly he has to get to a point where he may not.
Good deflection by Garnis at the blue line. Held that one in, puts it in deep. Wilson
back out
feeds
to Garnis, yep.
Feeds Garnis. Linder picks it up, follows up, goes behind the net, wraps around.
Oh,
boy, he lost an edge or something down there.
Yeah,
he's still down on the ice.
That was a big blown tire.
Hopefully he's okay. He's kind of getting up a little slow, but he's back on his skates. I think he's going to go take a breather at the bench. He's holding his elbow a little bit, but we'll see how he is.
Yeah, he's nobody's tougher than that Linder kid right there, though. So it's going to take a lot to get him out of the game. That's right. So Wilson's making his way down.
Keep an eye on him. He's kind of holding his ribs there, maybe. Shifley at the blue line, not able to hold that one. Mason City comes in 3v1. They try to feed in front of the net. Good job by the defense in the back check and not letting that get in front of the net uncontested.
Good pass by Isaac. That was another situation where Shifley was a little bit out of position. He was a little bit too deep into the neutral zone and left his partner back there by himself with a 3-on-1. So again, a pinching opportunity there where you got to be mindful of the environment that's around you. And there's a time to pinch and there's a time to not. And when your deep partner's back a whole half sheet of ice behind you and he's the only one and you're pinching up and there's three white jerseys, you got to move that along pretty quickly, though. So we've regrouped it down. We're going to be face off on our goalies. Weaver's pad side, stick side.
Yeah, that one went out of bounds, but I thought they were neutral ice, which I thought would have a face-off out there, but maybe they thought that was in the zone. Up against the boards, Pink battles for it. Shifley goes for it now in the corner, bounces out. Pink goes back to pick it up, lets it go to Flory. Flory feeds up to Giles. Giles backhand across ice, finds Paulson, goes into the zone. Paulson in pursuit. Mason City bounces one towards the blue line. They get it out. Shifley gets it in neutral ice. D to Flory. Flory feeds up, looking for Paulson. That's going to be an icing. Oh, no, they wave it off.
They called it off.
They've been letting, we saw that in the JV game too, is like if somebody is in the neighborhood, they're calling icing off. So they're really making the guys work
out of
for
position.
Off the line change, Hargrove in. He picks this one up, feeds across ice to Giles. Giles gets in the zone,
No
gets
trip.
tripped up, no trip.
Wow.
They haven't been calling a lot of those either. Some very blatant tripping calls in the first game. So we'll see if that continues in this game. Paulson wraps one around.
Interesting choice of directions to send that. But
Yeah, he had room. He had numbers on this side.
Yeah.
And he went around the ice and had three white jerseys.
Here we go. Good pass out by Aiden. Good job.
Yep, finds
Come on.
Hans.
Come
Hans
on,
gets
Ethan.
around the corner.
Oh, woo! That was close, but thank goodness.
Up to the
All right,
point.
Jonesy. Send it in, Jonesy. Send it in. There we go.
Nice
right there.
feed.
Nice.
Hans tried to deflect,
Yep.
just went over the
Oh,
net.
right there. Come on, Tristan. Come on, baby. Wrap it.
Oh, he's looking to feed up to Baker and just can't get around.
I think he was trying for the wrap, and it just went off
think he
the
was?
stick a little bit. Yeah, he had it, too, because the goalie had not made his way over to the post just yet, though. So I think he had a little bit of a clearance, but he lost it. He lost it in the wrap. There's a head. Nope.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Body to body contact by Jones down there.
Well, I'm just glad the official recognized that was a head bang bang play right there. Right, that was certainly unintentional, and just the body positions had Reed putting it where the contact was made maybe a little high. But I'm just glad the official recognized that it was incidental and not intentional by any stretch of the imagination. So, because that could have potentially put Reed out for 12 minutes.
Yeah, we don't need that at this point in the game.
I think
Really,
the way Rick's got it lined up right now, I mean, he's pretty lined up. 3 forward lines and 2 D lines. So
Here comes Linder. He looks like he's
Weaver's out today with a shoulder surgery, and I don't know if he's put. I don't know if Keller's on the bench for this right now, just to be out there as a potential. I think I see him down there, so I think we've got numbers in case something like that were to happen. But
yeah, I didn't see him in warm up, so I didn't know what was going to happen with him.
Well, he played a pretty good JV game, so he burned a lot of energy in that JV game. So maybe he took a little extra rest and didn't participate in warm-ups. But I think I see him on the bench now.
Yeah, he's down there for sure. Ooh, Mason City fed one in. Bothwell with the deflection.
Yep, Isaac's gonna get a penalty here.
Get down
Probably,
there.
hopefully, it's nothing more than just a check from behind. But
well, that check from behind can be a 10-2 as well.
Well, we'll see what he does here. So
it's
just
a
roughing
call.
Yep.
Yeah. So that check from behind, if that ends up being the call, that depending on the outcome, that could even be a match penalty. We had that a couple years ago.
Normally that only comes though when you're pushing them into the boards. So you don't get a lot of check from behinds just out in the middle, center of the ice though. So
that's why I said the outcome depends there.
Absolutely. So here we are on our first penalty kill of the night. We have Pink and Linder out there along with Hargrove and Jonesy.
So they go down low. They push up, high slot, can't control it, bounces wide. Bieber picks it up. He tries to feed inside.
Wyatt. Come on, baby.
Gets it out. He's got Linder.
Yep. Good job.
Nice feed over to Linder.
Yep,
Doesn't
like
quite
it.
connect, but puts the pressure going hard into the zone. Linder keeping it down low.
Get Chuck. I like it, Chuck.
Yeah,
that was a
Hargrove
good
follows
pinch.
Up.
Yep. That was a good pinch. He knew where he was. He knew where Pink was and knew that they could capture that. So that was a good
line
pinch.
Change. Yep. Good line change. Wilson and Giles come in.
Yeah, this is one of those situations where Giles is going to go back into the defensive position.
Just flip-flop him for the power plays, no matter what position he's playing. So up to the point, Mason City feeds down. They come in left side. They get in front of the goal. Nets off. Yep.
What's off?
These nets off. Weaver doing a good job shutting that one down.
Yeah,
and they followed that up. So, sometimes you see goalies really pushing off on that net hard and stuff. And Weaver by no means was doing a move like that. Like he shut it down, and Mason City pushed into that and knocked the net off. So good square up by Weaver.
So we have the Shifley brothers out there. Kiefer on the back along with Oliver, and Tristan in there along with Zach. So Tristan's going to take the face-off here. Good face-off win there by Tristan. Zach's just going to dump it deep. Good job.
Lang from Mason City gloves that one, knocks it down. Shifley keeps pressure as they go behind the net, 3 deep. And
push him out, him out.
Here they go. Wilson and Shifley keeping the pressure. Berrigan comes in left side. He stops at the point, waits for his team to tee up to the point to Lang. Lang goes D to Riley. Riley feeds one in.
There we go. Good job, Kiefer.
Yeah, Kiefer Shifley fills that lane, takes one to the chest, and knocks it down.
So 29 seconds left here in this penalty kill. Giles stays in. Linder comes in for Wilson. Giles and Shifley stay in for the defensive side of things. Giles, good disruption back behind the goal line.
Yeah, holds that one down.
Yeah, good job.
Good feed, get it out. That should kill the penalty.
Yeah, I like that. Didn't worry about trying to skate it out or anything. Knew the timing of it, and so it was just a good heads-up play.
Yeah, Ames back at full strength. Flory goes on the bench. Garnis comes in.
Pick it up.
Mason City feeds deep. Hargrove reverses back, gives Mason City a chance. Oh my gosh, that snuck in behind Weaver's skate in the post. Probably between his pad and the skate in the post. He kept it out, but
yeah,
I just saw it disappear behind his pad.
I need Chuck before he just makes a blind off the rim backwards pass to nobody to either here for the call or just be mindful of what's back there because there wasn't anybody back there but a Mason City player. And I think it went into the hands of Garnis, and that's no, what's his name? Garnis is not right. Gutierrez, my bad.
Gutierrez, yeah. Garnis is our guy.
Yeah, correct. I would have liked it to have gone to Garnis.
Jones bounces this one out. A little too much on that one. It's going to be an icing call. We're coming back to the Ames zone.
I'm still not happy with our shots on goal, though. I mean,
No.
we're 8-2, 7:42 into the first period, and then we've got 2 total shots on goal, and that's just
Yeah.
not enough.
Just
We've
over
had
9
plenty
minutes.
of time in our offensive zone to be able to get some shots on goal. One of those was Oliver coming off and shooting it from the red line.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so that wasn't even a great shot on goal.
No.
It just, but it, it counts. So, that target that I always try to shoot for is we want to see 10 shots on goal per period. And so being more than halfway through the period and only having 2 shots on goal is certainly not where we'd want to be, especially when we look at Mason City, and they've already got 9 shots on goal. So
Make
they
it
walked
10.
across, yep. Yeah. And this is something that we as a team, like having that control, like even though, it didn't have much of a chance of going in, they have enough time and openings that they can get that one from the point all the way down to the goal, and nothing's shutting it down, nothing's in the way. And eventually those pay off. Down in the corner, Shifley wraps that around. Giles trying to hold that one up high. Riley pushes down deep. Pink down in the corner, drops it. Flory picks it up, feeds forward to Giles. Giles clearing pass, finds Paulson on the far side. He gets to the red line,
Get there. There
fans
we go.
on one. Just kind of recognized that Pink was offside, so he lobbed that one in the zone to give us a chance, some time for Pink to check up and let us get into the zone. Giles putting pressure behind the net. Mason City comes out to neutralize. Shifley pushes him wide, but Mason City keeps possession. Carney at the point, pulls up. He's going to dump it deep while Mason City gets a line change. Flory behind the net, feeds up to the point. Paulson tries a little razzle-dazzle, but gets shut down. Berrigan comes in, goes down low, tries to feed in front of the net. Flory
job,
steps
Isaac.
across,
Did a good
pushes him
job.
out. Yep. Shifley looking for Giles, cross ice, not fast enough. Hook knocks it down, gets a shot on goal, deflected by Weaver. Now gets picked up by Shifley, feeds up to Paulson. Paulson gets past the red line. Mason City able to push it back. Shifley coming with a little help, keeping the pressure moving forward. Paulson again at the blue line, can't get it in deep enough. Shifley at the red line pushes forward. Mason City knocks it down again before we get in the zone. Giles trying to get the pressure. Mason City pushes deep. Ames gets possession. Paulson feeds up to
good
Shifley.
pass to Shifley. Just
Shifley's
missed
able to
it.
deflect in the zone. No icing. He's in front of the red line. He's able to deflect that one in. But Mason City picks it up. They get it out of the zone. Baker with the pressure, but Mason City pushes past him. Bieber looking to pick this one up. Goes around the net. Comes around to their right side. Reverses. Goes in front of the net. Flory not letting Bothwell get to any position in front of the net. Goes out. Bounces out to Hance. Hance has a little room. Shifley in support. He works his way through. Gets it through the player's legs. Gets moved off the puck. Goes to the point. Mason City comes out of the zone. Oh, Baker right in center ice. Not able to control it, but disrupted the puck coming in. Quinteras comes in, goes across the net, goes wide of the goal. Jones picks it up. He comes out right side, deflects off the board, bounces off the player. Hance trying to feed forward. Baker picks it up. He works up through the slot. Mason City collapses on him. They get control. They come out. Medlin moving in the right side. He runs into his own players. They enter the zone. And that breaks it up. They get in deep, but Ames comes out with the puck. Shifley with the help, wraps around, finds Wilson. Wilson on the skate and out, gets past the red line. He dumps that one in. Gets tripped up as he was going in, but no call.
Still no call on that. Interesting. D. There
Yep,
we go.
D to
Good
D.
job. Centering
Shifley
through. Where's
to
my,
Flory.
where's
Flory
my
feeds
center?
up to Wilson. Wilson comes in. He's got Garnis on the far side. He chips that one forward. He's got Linder in the slot. Tries to feed up in front of the goal. Gets hung up on the goalie's pad.
Good job, Isaac.
Flory
Good
with
shot.
a nice
Yeah,
slapper.
absolutely.
Right on goal where we wanted it. Deflected before any aim sticks could get to it. Garnis has it. He's working his way inside. Deflects forward. Just gets in front of Wilson. He can't hold on to it. He puts it back behind the net. Garnis goes in looking for it. Feeds out to Linder. Linder up to the point to Shifley. Shifley sends it back in forward. Garnis picks it up. Feeds out to Wilson. Wilson, quick shot off the goalie. Rebound. Mason City picks it up. Garnis in the corner. Ties up the Mason City player, but they get it out to another player out of the zone. Flory picks it up. He feeds forward, looking for Linder. Comes up to the blue line.
Holy
And
cow.
Mason City sends that one forward, and that's going to be an icing call.
I
Oh,
just
my
don't.
goodness.
I just don't understand that. One of our players was just coasting up to that puck. I don't understand what he was doing. I mean, you're in the neutral zone. You have one Mason City player there along with you, and you just coasting to the puck. I mean, that just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I feel like that's a problem we have all the time. Like at the worst times, we're gliding, not even taking any strides, just kind of, loafing in, going after the puck. And we'll keep our eyes open for that one. So back behind the net, Mason City comes up with it. They come out their left-hand side. They circle back behind the net. Contreras looking to get a hold of it. Hargrove comes with a little help. He lobs that one up high, but can't get it out of the zone. Lloyd for Mason City pushes it forward in the corner. Pink trying to battle for that one. It bounces forward. Oh, my goodness. Couldn't get to it, and that puck was loose. And Hargrove dove for it to kind of feed that one back to Weaver so he could cover that one up. Kind of a dangerous one where it's just sitting there wide open. And good job, I think, by shutting that down and not letting him get a shot.
So we got Zach's sister Jonna out there cheering with brother-in-law and
our youngest fan.
our youngest fan out there. So thank you for that, joining us. So we got 3 minutes left in the first period. So far, we're getting outshot 11-4. No goals for either team at this moment. So no harm, no foul yet. So this is where we have Baker and Shifley and Ethan crash.
Oh, nice
Isaac
feed.
with a great pass in between. I don't know what Tristan's frustrated with. It was a good pass from Isaac to him. So
Yeah, kind of right in. Yeah, it was a good pass, and
unfortunately,
just
those
got
two were
tied up.
bunched up together, so
Yeah.
it didn't allow for him to catch up. So we gotta keep those kind of things in mind. Oh, there we
Baker
go. There we go.
Forces that one across.
Yep.
Gets up to the blue line. Hance chips it out. Mason City sends it in. Baker picks it up. He walks forward, gives it to Wilson. Wilson buying a little time. He sends that one forward. I'd like to see him push that a little harder into the zone, but he didn't want to ice it. He
Yeah,
was
I
kinda
mean,
stuck
from where
behind
he
the red
was, that
line.
would have been an icing for sure, though. So I appreciate what he was attempting to do. To your point, it would have been nice if it was off a little bit, not directly to the Mason City player,
Yeah.
but I can appreciate what he was trying to do.
But Mason City helps us out with an icing
Absolutely.
call to
Thank you,
answer.
Mason City, for that wildly unnecessary icing that you just had. Official out there getting his hair nice and clean. Make sure his
Gotta look good.
Got to make sure his flow is working. Chuck with a nice pass back out to Wilson after getting possession. Good shot on
There we
goal.
go.
That's what we're talking about right there, right? Zach comes in. He had 2 or 3 players on him, but he still made a good positive shot on net.
Yep.
I think you had Garnis that was crashing the net to him, so you had an opportunity for a rebound. But unfortunately, the goalie caught it.
A little bit high to get a good rebound, I think. But I think from where he is, like just putting one on the ice, it seems like it's hard for him to make that move. So Jonesy behind the net feeds out to Wilson. Wilson cross ice, trying to find Garnis, but got deflected by a Mason City stick. Let them get a little pressure on it. Bieber
Get out.
sends
Ooh.
that one across ice. Riley pushes that down deep. He sends one in. Mason City trying to deflect, but goes behind the goal. They send it in deep again. Bothwell tries to feed up in front, gets picked up by Jonesy. Behind the net, he's tied up. Goes into the corner, reverses.
There we
he
go.
goes
Got
behind the net.
same
Yep.
on
Got
the
Wilson.
wall.
Wilson
There we go.
looking for a feed out, but Mason City's waiting right there. And we go into our last minute of the period. Jones picks it up again, feeds up to Wilson. Wilson deflects back out of the zone. Linder can't get to it. Puck's loose, coming into the zone. Mason City at the blue line, pushes back in deep. Jones back again, trying to get control. Puck back and forth. They try to feed it up front. Hargrove is in a good spot. He keeps it from getting in front of the net. Garnis and Giles keeping the pressure up there. Hargrove, he's got a little room. Tried to skate forward, but Mason City knocked that one down. Hargrove goes behind the net. He wheels around, comes around left side, goes cross ice, finds Giles waiting for it. He wraps that one around, sends it deep in the zone. Pink trying to get to the puck, comes out. Oh, nice feed. Looking in the territory of Baker, waiting for it, but Mason City fills the lane. They knock it down. Kearney goes wide left of the goal in the Ames territory. Up against the board, gets tied up. Giles feeds it out, and that'll kill the period.
Well, not a great, I mean, not bad, but not great. I mean, we're
Yeah.
11-5. I mean, 5 shots on goal is certainly not going to get us anywhere unless all 5 of those were goals, which they were not. So we did, I mean, Mason City had 11, so that, you know, they're unfortunately listening to your statistical analysis, so
Yeah.
they need to quit doing that.
Yeah.
But not a bad first period. I mean, we had some lineup changes, so I think even if they practice it during the week to get it in game feel, it does take a little bit of time to do that. So we'll see what happens on the second period and what adjustments or conversations Coach Baker have with them, and we'll see you all in about 15.
Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make great retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make great.
All right, we're back in live.
Back live and at you, folks. Welcome back, everyone, for the second period. Quick recap of the first period. Mason City outshot us 11-5. Though we went into going into the second period of the 0-0 score, so no scores. I think we had one penalty against us, so one penalty kill, no power plays. Good rotation through the three lines. I think they're going to, I think practicing is one thing, but seeing it at game speed is another. So I think we'll hopefully see a little bit better adaptation and fluency and consistency with these three lines coming into the second period. And we'll see what they got in them going forth. So we've got going out the second period, we've got the Pink Giles Paulson line along with Flory and Shifley on the blue line.
Yeah, I feel like the lines are balanced out pretty good, so I don't think that's a problem.
No,
so like
I don't
you
either.
said, just a little more time working together.
We've just got to get a little bit more production from our lines in general, scoring lines. I mean, it's just, to have only six shots, and, as I was reflecting on the period, they really never had a huge amount of control when they were in their offensive zone, so they never really even had a large.
Yeah, so even those shots they got on goal weren't great shots. Giles gets a breakaway. He's going to wrap around. Good. I like that patience where he kind of went around the net, bought a little time waiting for Paulson to catch up. Oh, Giles gets spun around, no call again.
Yeah, they're just, I mean, that's at least the second, if not the third time that he's had something like that. Giles, smart play off the wall to Pink.
Off the wall. Pink's able to deflect forward.
Deflect
time
it, and
for
they
a
were
line
able to get a good
change.
line change. Very smart play by that line. Good job. Well done by that line. Good play by that line. Oh.
I was watching to see if the
Okay,
arm
so
goes
we're gonna be glad the official's got his whistle in his pocket instead of in his mouth on that one, because that one could have gone either way. But again, going back to that first line, even though again they didn't score, but they did have some production there and they had some good movement, and so that's a positive moving forward. So now we have Shifley and Hance and Baker.
There we go. Buys a little time. Lets his forwards catch up to him. Mason City chips out. Hargrove sends it in deep.
This is a line that really hasn't played that much together, so this is the one that probably needs a little bit of play time to kind of get a feel for one another, even though they're all buds and have played together for quite a few years. So, but you still got to kind of get that feel for each other, even in those types of situations. So Jonesy with a good pass up to Hance. Hance, again, similar situation, drop it off so we can get a line change.
Yep,
Shifley did a little chasing. He should have got out, so now he's forcing this,
icing.
His lateness for coming out is, forcing a little bit. You'd like to see once that dump comes for him to come on off the ice. There's no reason for him to chase it when your other two forwards are also getting out.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Hate to
Come on,
see that
Graf.
one.
That
bounce
away.
around
There
like
we go.
that.
Now we got 3-on-2. We got the numbers.
There we go.
Yep,
Lender
good.
does a
Yep,
good job.
yep,
Moves
yep.
wide. Drops it for Wilson.
I like it. Right in front. Yep.
Yeah.
Nice. Well done.
Good
Yep.
feed to
Good.
guys. There's the kind of possession we need.
Yep.
Still
Right there.
loose. Wilson. Oh, goes
just on
wide
the back.
left.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
I thought Wilson
This is a
had that one
great
teed up.
sequence. Yeah, this is a great sequence by this line.
Yep. There we
Well
go.
done.
Wilson gets it again.
Yep. Right there. Oh.
Nice. Lender
So-
with the follow-up. Goalie was squared up and didn't let it go. Great
another.
position by
Gosh,
Lender.
that could even be considered a hook right there, or at least a hold. Oh, well. What a good job by this line. What a great sequence.
Yep, so there's the pressure. We went in that sequence from 5 shots on goal to 9 shots on goal. So 4 shots right there just in that little piece. So that's the kind of stuff we need. We need to hold zone possession, and we need to get those shots on goal, and those are going to pay off for us.
Absolutely. Good job, Isaac.
Too much, we get stuck where we get like 1 shot on goal, and then they get
Or
it. They
none.
deflect it out of the zone.
Good stick in there.
Yeah, Hubbard from the point is able to send one low. Our D-men collapse on it. Yeah, and then they walk in and they get a shot. They try to go top shelf. One nice thing having, how tall is Tobin? 6'4", 6'5"? Like
Sure, why not?
On his knees.
On his skates,
His shoulders
for sure.
are still above the top of the net.
Yeah, for sure. Well, his numbers are above the top of the net. His back on his back. So, he's got a big body for a goalie, which is one of the positives of that. So you got Paulson out there with Pink. What a pass by
feed.
Paulson. Good job over to Giles. Oh,
Nice feed.
Net's off. What a great job, Wyatt Pink.
Yeah.
Nice job. Good job on the defensive play.
So-
Oliver was right there. He had the
Yeah.
open shot, but that give Mason City defend. He was laid out, Superman, all the way across.
Yeah.
His stick was all
Yeah.
the way out, but that's when I would want a saucer pass. When I don't want saucer passes, I give
Oh,
them.
my
When
gosh.
I want it,
Yeah.
there.
Can't
What
tell
a
you how
great
many times
sequence
that
right there.
happened.
Yep, well done.
And it started with Paulson, too. Paulson had
Yeah.
that nice feed up to
Wonderful.
Pink had his eyes open, looking for Oliver across the ice. So
Pink knew what he was doing the whole way. It's just that was unfortunate that they had that there. So now we have a
little breakaway by
yep.
Bothwell.
Good job, Chuck. Good job,
Hargrove.
Chuck.
Hargrove doing a good job in the back check.
Oh, good job. Pick it up, Pinky.
Lost his stick,
Yep,
but got
yep,
some
yep.
help from Pink. Here comes Pink with a head of steam. Hands off to Giles. Giles moves right. Good zone entry. He has Pink on the far side. Feeds across. Pink had his stick tied up. Unable to get it down on the ice and on the puck.
Same situation there. Giles was able to pick it up, get on the outside. Both Paulson and Pink were down there at the bottom. And Giles was able to make the pass in between. Unfortunately, there just was a Mason City stick in the way. So But another good sequence, and it's just showing how they are now working together. Which what comes next? You're going to want to see a goal, right? I mean, that's what comes next. Giles needs to quit cherry picking just a little bit there.
Yeah. They're in the ballpark. I mean, this is where the pressure's coming at the right level. They're firing. They're working with each other better. So we'll see that net open up a little bit, I think, for us.
Good job, Jonesy.
Yep.
Good pressure
Keeping
on
the
him
pressure.
coming out. Yeah.
Paulson comes in with a little help. Mason City able to push it back in deep. Pink behind the net. Pushes
Get
it
to it,
around.
Aiden.
Paulson
Get to it,
going in
Aiden.
the corner. Puck pops out. Giles steps across, feeds over to Pink. Gets it out of the zone.
Here we
keeps his
go.
skates.
Here we go.
Good
We got the
breakaway,
numbers.
2v3. Feeds over to Giles. Giles makes a move, working down low. Pink gets tied up and taken off of his skates. Puck's loose again.
They're tired. They need to get off the
Yeah,
ice. It's
they are.
okay. They need to get off the ice. They're RD. Isaac does a nice job stepping in. Are they calling it on him? Interference.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, they're going to call it on him. Yeah, Isaac's going to probably be called here for interference. Yep.
So he went over. I mean,
did.
that's one where the puck just left.
Yeah.
Legit, I mean, by the letter of the law, it's an interference call. He didn't have possession of the puck. But that difference when he's not really passing it to anybody and he's just throwing it away is a big difference in my book. And
So we're on a penalty kill again. Yeah, I'm 95% to 5% that was truly interference. I mean, I don't think he was that far away from the puck when he got rid of it. So here we go. We got your numbers.
yeah, Wilson has it. He's just going to send that one deep. Keeps the pressure going. Shifley comes off for Giles. Here comes Mason City into the zone. There we
Yeah,
go.
so this is where
Lender
Giles
gets it.
comes back in as a D-man
Yep.
on this penalty kill. So basically now you have Shifley and Wilson in there along with Hargrove and Giles. Get to it, Tristan. Come on.
Shifley goes across. Mason City switches ice. Giles is in the corner. He wraps around.
Get it out, Tristan. Get it out.
Yep. Shifley, just gets a stick on it, but not enough to get it out of the zone. Mason City sends that one deep. Giles stays in front of the note. Gets a stick on it.
Get it out. Come on, Tristan. Come on, get it out.
There we go. There we go. Gets it out of the zone.
Sorry, it's
Mason
okay.
City
He got
does
out.
a
They
good
got to come out. They got to come out. It's
Yeah.
all right.
Now Wilson has
there
some
we
room.
go.
Backhands that one.
Yep, we'll take it. Pink is coming in for Wilson, getting a little bit of a fresh leg there. Tristan's still out there.
Mason City comes out left side. Hubbard puts one on goal. Weaver knocks it down. Decides to cover. I think he was kind of looking around to see what room his players had, if he's going to cover it or not. But
Well, I'd rather not have had a cover on that. Now they've got a face-off here on his glove side.
that was
5-4 here.
Yeah, that was.
Shifley's coming out. Giles is staying in.
It was hidden behind his pad a little bit, so I
Come
think
on,
he kind
Tristan.
of knew where it was, but didn't 100%.
How do we,
run.
Giles? Come on,
there
come
goes
on.
a
Come on,
tip
Wyatt.
forward on
Make
goal.
them do it. Yep,
Yep.
we'll take it. Yeah, nice job.
Yep, so that should get us
Well
a
done.
face-off.
We'll take that, a face-off in our zone. We'll
Yep.
take it. 25 seconds left here in this penalty kill.
So Tristan Shifley's going to take this, joined by Wyatt Pink on defense. His brother Kiefer and Reed Jones, our illustrious captain and senior this year. See if we can get a win on this.
Come on, pull it, pull it, pull it. There we go.
Goes to the side,
Yep,
goes
come
up
on, Wyatt.
high.
Come on, Wyatt.
Pink can't
All
quite
right.
hold on to it.
There we go. Good job, Kiefer. Good job, Kiefer.
Good
Well
job.
done.
Yep.
Well
Good
done.
defensive move. Drops back.
We'll
just
take it. Come on.
fills the lane. Gets a stick on the puck. Sends it far into the ice behind the net. Mason City comes out left side.
Oh, so close.
And here comes Ames.
Oh, poke
That-
at him. Come on.
can't let
Come
him
on.
do that.
Yep. Come on. Come on. That's,
I didn't see it.
I mean, that's incredible. I mean, the mere fact, I appreciate the Shifley brothers pulling up instead of getting a penalty. Good, smart play on those two. to pull back, but for that official not to call that is a little outrageous. But
Well, it's
oh well.
practically spearing into his chest.
I mean, he basically stuck his stick into his chest. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just unacceptable. And the fact that our two boys then pulled up and
That-
smart not to get an extra penalty there is
That
just
far-
smart on their behalf.
that far after he had it locked up.
After
like,
the whistle had blown, yep, for sure. But oh well.
oh, that one went off the post. Knocked
Get
down.
it out.
Puck's
Get it out.
loose.
Come on,
Wilson
Zach.
in the
Come
corner.
on.
Gets tied up. He knocks a Mason City player. He's tangled up
Now
there.
we're just gonna call it. We're no penalty here. Oh, is he sending them both or not? Nope.
This is one where.
Doesn't look like he's doing. Is
So
he,
what-
is he putting
so
them
what
both
happens?
in there? Yep. Yep. He's
So
doing
saying
offsetting.
5v5, offsetting
Yep,
penalties.
offsetting.
Wilson goes in. This is one where, like, he's got to get control of this stuff. If he's going to let things happen like what happened on goal, if he's going to let things go away like that, players are going to start sorting this out on their own, and we don't want that either. So Keller had just gotten on the ice.
So we have 5-on-5 here. We have, let's see, Aiden Shifley and Hance out there. Crash along with
Penalty on Ames. A ticket of honor to right wing on number 15, Zach Wilson.
Baker working his way out of the zone.
Come on, Tristan. Come on.
Oh, good job by Baker. Makes a move inside, goes across, drops to
Yep.
Shifley.
See him that away. That's all right.
Good idea. Trying
yeah,
to leave
good,
that at
yeah,
the top
good
of the
heads
slot.
up play by Tristan there.
Yeah.
Yep. Saw him coming in.
Yep. Good job by Baker. You know, he hustled. He was over here making that move. He went all the way across the ice. Helped tie that one up. Can't quite hold the zone, but I like to see that
Oh,
hustle.
pick it up, pick it up.
Weaver
Oh.
has that.
Ah.
He was going to drop it, or he did drop it.
He did drop it, and Chuck turned around and looked away from it. So
I think he thought he was just going to
I
hold
thought
on
he was
to
going
it.
to hold on to it.
Did you look at the clock when they went in the box by chance?
I did not. That would be
Wasn't
me
paying
paying
a chance.
attention. Our tech director will know.
Point streaks down. Yeah, we'll get that, but probably another minute here would be my guess. Somewhere in the 7-minute range.
Come on, Isaac.
Puck ties up behind
Yep.
the net.
Get
Shifley
to it.
pulls
Somebody
it back
needs
into
to
the
get to
corner.
it.
There we go. Giles feeds up to Pink.
That away, Pink.
taps
Come
it
on,
forward.
Pinky. Come on, baby. Come
Got a
on.
little room.
Oh, God, he
tries to
just
pull it
lost
back.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
he tried to pull it back and lost it.
Flory had that one
Oh,
for a
oh,
second.
get
he
to
got
it.
checked off of it.
Uh-oh.
Shifley over there. They feed up into the slot. Good help from Giles. Cross ice. Pink is over there.
Oh.
Pink spins around. Can't
Man.
get a stick on it. He's just
Spinorama.
kind of spin around and on it like a
What are you
little
doing?
pirouette.
Why is that? Why are you doing that?
There's Shifley's
on.
got time. He gets taken out. He's kind of listening for a
Oh,
whistle.
coming in. 17's coming in. Oh, he just squeezes it in. Come on.
There you go. They had 20 shots on goal, and you're not going to keep them out. As we look at this, and it goes in the corner, nobody's putting the pressure on him. Everybody's just kind of drifting across there. Nobody's moving their feet. They're just letting him walk in, and he takes a shot, and it's kind of low there. But nobody puts pressure on him. Nobody's going and closing that gap. Nobody's filling the lane, and he's going to find that one open. So back in action.
Well, it's not a deep hole, but it's a hole we've been in over the last 4 games and not scoring first. So we're just going. We got to see how they come out.
Puck pops out, goes behind the net. Jones in the corner to pick that one up. Wraps around, reverses, tries to go D to D, spins around again, finds Baker. Baker spins back to Jones. Jones behind the net, comes out left side. Oh, feeding up to Hans, but just misses him. Ends up on a Mason City stick. Hans and Shifley keeping the pressure. They feed up in a neutral ice. Shifley still getting his skates in front of there. But Mason City's able to put it deep in the zone. Jones gets a
Uh-oh.
stick on it, loses an edge, comes
What
out.
now?
Are we finally going to get a trip?
Are we going to be on our
Think-
power play for the
I
first
think
time?
we're about to go on our first.
Ames Iridium CrossFit power play.
That would be the magic phrase. There we go. Scott goes in the penalty box on the
Okay.
trip.
Yeah, we want to see a good effort here, good puck movement through this line here. So we're going to have Pink, Wilson, and Garnis along with Linder and Jonesy out there. So 4 forwards and 1 D.
So Wilson drops back in that D spot.
Oh,
no.
Jonesy. Now we got a 2-on-1.
Good back check by Linder. We get possession.
Get
Jones
it?
gets
All
it,
right,
but
come
that
on.
was one where we started off in the zone, and I don't know, it looked like it hit something and bounced up right when
Well,
it
it
got
just
to
missed
Jones.
over hit top of Jonesy's stick. So why are you going to the middle when you need to go to the outside? Come on.
There we go. We burned our first 30 seconds farting around there. Linder feeds that one in. There, Pink has a little room. He drops that to Wilson. Wilson walks
Yeah,
up.
right there, just
wide
on the
left.
outside.
Oh, we're not going to catch up to that
Oh,
one
you
before
better
it gets
get
out
to
of
it.
the zone.
Uh-oh. Get up to him, Pinky.
Yeah, good job by Weaver covering that, but we had them on a short-handed one, wide open in the slot. We are not making this look good. All right, Pink has this again. Makes a move, switches from right to left, works his way in the corner. He's got Wilson on the far side, and he just backhands that one into the breadbasket. We'll get a face-off in the zone and a fresh set of legs coming off the bench. Looks like Baker, Hansen, Shifley fill in the forward spots. Flory, who's going to be our 5th man? Oh, Giles is going to slide back. In the corner, Baker picks it up, goes over to Shifley.
Right there.
Shifley
Oh.
takes a shot, gets deflected wide right. That one goes up. Oh. Shifley unable to hold on to it. Mason City on another breakaway. Baker back there not letting him have anything clean, but we still want to get that possession. Shifley picks up on it. He reverses ice. He finds Baker waiting on the far side. He comes in left side.
Right into the middle
Right-
of 3 skaters.
Right into, yeah, a whole bunch of white.
Jeez.
Mason City ices this one, sends it to the far end. Perfect timing for them to come back at full strength against us. Behind the net, Lang gets it. He tries to stick one up in front and get it on the goal. Comes out wide again, puts up to the point. Mason City goes cross ice. One-timer deflected off of Lang's chest, but goes wide.
Yep.
That line, we finally get it out of the zone. Force Mason City to retreat. Mason City chips forward. Giles picks it up. He bounces that one off the boards. Mason City able to dump that one deep. Gives them a chance for a line change. Some of those guys have been stuck out there for a while.
God, you got to get rid of that puck. You cannot be holding on to it. We're not that type of stick handling team that we can manage that.
Hans trying to
Jeez,
chip
come
that one
on.
out. Can't get it. And there's one. Linder chipped it up. Mason City knocked it down for a second, but unable to control it. They chip
Giles
it
and
forward now.
Flory have been out there a long time.
Yeah.
They've been out there from the second half of that penalty power play.
90 seconds
until
left in
now,
that power
so-
play, I think. So
Giles just gets it
Yeah,
down there for
chip
icing
it.
to get him out.
we'll take that at this point.
Yeah. I mean, Giles and Flory just didn't have an opportunity to get off the ice in that thing because they never could break it out.
Yeah. So I will say it was nice to see Oliver. I mean, that wasn't just a desperation. He looked up, kind of saw the open ice and knew he was stuck and just lobbed that one down to the other end. So while we get a face-off back in our zone, we do get a line change. So we go back to that first line, Wilson, Linder, and Garnis in there, and Jones and Hargrove on defense. up against the hash mark. Wilson trying to get possession of it, can't hold on to it. Hargrove steps up, pushes it forward, still can't get it out of the zone. Tied up by Wilson. Wilson still against the boards. Hargrove, good job going cross ice, getting it out of the zone.
We are a different team than we were at the first part of this second period. I mean, we were clicking on the second period. To your point, we had one sequence where we had 4 or 5 shots on goal, and now we just look like we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, how early was that? We went to 9 shots on goal, and we've had 1 shot on goal since then.
Come on, Zach. Come on, baby.
Wilson's got some room. Tries to put the brakes on and pull it back.
I'm going to step up.
Here's Scott. Gets past him. Gets a shot on goal for them.
Oh
my goodness.
Gracious.
Medlin from the point, wraps it around. Kiefer Shifley in the corner. Ties the puck up. I'd like to see him keep that moving around. There, Wilson gets a chance. He wraps around.
Come on, Zach. Come on.
A little bit of room.
That away. Good stop. That away, Kiefer.
There we go.
Good job. They going
Kiefer
to call
steps up.
Nope.
Oh, waved
Good
that
job.
one off. I like to see a little bit more of that, a little bit looser call on the icing. I mean, you see some of it, you go to like an Iowa Wild game. I mean, they're blowing the whistle before it's even to the red line. So, I mean, there's no forgiveness in that. And where it's like, if they're not working hard, if they're not skating for it. 1 minute left to go in our period here. We'll see if we can get out of this thing. Way too much. I feel like there's way too many opportunities where they are coming at us with a lot of pressure. Pink gets in deep. He circles around.
Oh,
Fed
just
that
out
one
of
up.
Oliver's reach. Golly, he was right there.
We've had
That away, Isaac.
multiples of those where like just near misses on passes that should have been good opportunities for scoring and shots on goal.
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
Too much time to dance in front of the goal there.
Oh, he had all day.
Yeah, we watch this as he comes across there. Tied up in the corner. See if this is a part.
So Oliver's up high, and then
And
was
then
that?
he goes in front of
I don't
there.
know. Did Isaac
Two
step
men.
out there? I can't see who's that. I can't tell that Isaac steps out on him, and then he just dings around him, and there wasn't nobody there, and he just had
Yeah.
free access to the.
2 white jerseys between our defense and the goal. So now we've officially dug a very deep hole as we come into our last seconds of the second period. We really need to see these guys kind of get back in shape. We saw them come out in the second period, looking like they were firing all cylinders there, and then they had it for a second, and then it went away. We'll get that. We'll wrap this up. We'll have to, see what Coach Rick can do in the locker room. And
Yeah, well, it was a tale of two tails on that period right there. We started off hot, had a great puck movement, and they were really clicking and got good shots on goal and good opportunities, and then it went downhill from there. So we'll see you all in about 15.
All right, Mr. Giles.
Well, we have 17 minutes left in our season, to be honest with you.
Pretty much. It's make or break right here. If they don't win this, they have 0 chances.
Pretty much.
We know they can do it.
Yeah, I mean, 2-goal lead. We know they have the capacity to do it, so.
As I always say, 2-goal lead is the worst lead in hockey. They just need to open that net up. Right on the edge, they need to keep that possession. They need to get in the zone.
So we'll see what's going on here. He's got Pink up there with Linder and Wilson kind of going back to what the line was originally at the first half of the season. So we'll see what happens on this second line. If he moves Oliver back to D and Isaac back up to forward, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. It's just.
And I know he's trying to shake it up. And
I know.
Kind of what you said. I mean, this was the lineup. This was the line how it worked for most of the season.
So Flory's going back out with Shifley, Giles, Shifley, and Baker are now going out.
Yep, so that's back to kind of that original line. So assuming Giles is moving back.
No, Giles is still up on the forward line.
Oh, they're going to keep Flory back there?
Yep.
Okay. But that still gives, basically that 5 has been playing together.
Yes. Yeah. And in a lot of ways, it's interchangeable to some degree, but too far behind Oliver, 2 out in front of Tristan.
Yeah.
But perfect for the Mason City guy.
So Giles picks this one up, comes in right side. Tries
I don't
to
know, he
chip
just
up to
kind of threw
Tristan.
it right into the breezers of number 27 there.
That's Bieber.
Bieber, he picks it right up, skates it right in.
Yeah, he wraps around deep. Comes around.
Net center, shot on goal.
Yep, feeds one right onto the goalie's pads there.
Isaac now picks it up.
Yeah, he's got room. He's got support with Giles and Baker.
Isaac making a good rush in from a D position. I like to see that.
Yeah, he's kind of jammed up. So, yeah, put it in deep. Little chance for him to get in the zone. Shifley puts the pressure. Mason City goes D to D. Giles keeping the pressure out there. Mason City dumps it in the zone. Jones is there. Knocks that down. Passes to Hargrove. Hargrove D to D back to Jones. Jones kicks it forward out of the zone. Wilson picks it up. He comes in right side, works his way in low, and loses contact with the puck.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, hit the linesman going in.
Linesman's like, thank you.
I got it. Gonna feel that in the morning.
Well, if I'm going to go by with what I'm seeing is that based off the fact that this black line came back out so quickly, it's given me the appearance that he's possibly going to roll with just 2 lines here for a little bit.
Yeah. Try and open up the net.
See what that does.
So Pink, Linder, Wilson. Flory and Shifley on D. Linder taking the face off, pushes wide. Wilson goes to the point. Shifley wraps that one around, sends it deep. Into the corner, Mason City tries to get a breakout pass. They come into neutral ice. Wilson gets in front of Quinteras. Linder, the red line, tries to feed forward to Pink. Comes back to him. He enters the zone, makes a little dangle move. Into 3 Mason City players, so they pull that one off his stick. Flory at the point, gets a stick on it, pushes it back deep, but Riley from Mason City gets it back out of the zone. They push it back. Shifley's waiting for it. He gets to the red line. He dumps that one into the zone.
Good play by him. Smart play. Didn't try to force it into anybody. Just able to saw where he was on the ice, and instead of getting an icing call, he was able to.
Yep, just get it across that red line, get it in the zone. And then that gave them a chance for some line changes down there. So Bieber comes in. Good poke check. Giles comes away with it. He has Baker on the far side. Makes a move, gets into the zone.
Nothing.
Gets spun down.
Wow. Another trip.
I think there's some frustration in the stands here.
I usually go pretty easy on our officials, but I just got a feeling that they're just missing some
key moves that we've been in the box twice. but there's been some pretty flagrant fouls out there that I think we should have a chance. That one pushes in. Giles, some wheels, puts that one in the slot.
Nobody there. Just
and
Tristan
nobody
did not. I mean, Tristan
coasting
just
in the
kind of
zone.
coasted into the zone instead of. I mean, he had that whole slot to get there, and that's where Oliver was going, but he made no effort to get down in there.
And Oliver should be able to count on them to be in that position. Pink picks this one up into 2 Mason City players, so he loses that one. Puck wraps around. Shifley into the corner looking for it. Pulls that one back. He goes D to D looking for Isaac, but can't. I don't think Isaac saw that one coming. Pink chips that one forward, trying to find Pink.
Wilson.
Wilson.
Pink trying to find himself. That's a story.
Impressive
That's a
move.
story for another day.
Defies
we go.
the laws
Here
of
we go.
physics.
Here
There
we
we go.
go.
Pink gets a hold of it.
Yep. Get down there, Wyatt. Wheels, baby. Come on,
Yep,
Wheels.
uses those
Get to it.
wheels.
Get to
Gets
it. There
around
we
the
go.
corner,
There we
tries to
go.
feed
I'll
up to
take it.
Wilson. Puck's loose. Still loose alongside of the net. Net comes off, and they whistle that one dead.
I like what Wyatt did there. Nice charge down the side. He made a good shot into the net on the side of the goalie, on the post side of the goalie, and Wilson was there. The goalie was able just to get enough of the glove on top of it. So I like what Wyatt did there. Instead of trying to force it through anybody, he took it down the
Stay
wall.
wide,
Yeah,
open
stayed
up.
wide.
He's got his whole body open
For
where he
sure.
can find something. And if we could do more of that, I feel like as soon as a guy gets on a breakaway and he doesn't have support, then he charges the net and tries to do that
Absolutely.
one-on-one. Where if he bought a little time and gave his guys a little chance to enter the zone, that might give us more opportunities for those additional shots on goal that we get in there. Versus we go in, we maybe get one, and then nothing else.
That's icing. All right, here we go. The Shifley Baker Giles line is back out. Looks like Flory and Shifley are also coming out from the D pair side. We got 11:46 left in this game. We're being outshot, doubled outshot here, 25-12.
Been the story of our game, really.
Yeah, pretty much.
Flory doing a good job with the blue line, knocking that one down, keeping it in. They get it out, but Flory's there waiting for it.
No, you got to get off, Isaac.
Yeah, Flory was pushing that one in. He just came in with the guy offside and didn't recognize that. So we come out of the zone. Shifley's going to face off against Quinteras. Shifley pushes forward, but Mason City comes away with it. They bounce it off the boards. Baker picks it up, steps in. He's got Giles. Tried to feed Giles coming in the zone. Shifley chips out, finds Giles. Giles sees Baker on the far side, lobs one across the ice. Baker gets to the puck, pulls it out. Shifley comes in for a little help, comes up to the point. Mason City comes out with a 2v1 breakaway. Quinteras is over there.
Got
Good
away.
job.
Good job. Good
Shifley-
job.
Yep, Shifley takes
See
the
what he
lane
does
away.
here.
Tristan Shifley has
Yep.
little room.
That was a hard spot for him to go. I liked the thought of where he was going, but he still had two.
Woo! Weaver
That would
kind
have
of
been
leaning the wrong way and uses those
Yeah.
long arms and reaches out and snags that one. They had that net side open.
Yeah, that would have been the death. That
Coming
would have
down
been the death.
3-0.
That would have been the death blow to us, I'm afraid. So thank goodness Weaver's glove was working on that particular catch. Jonesy out there with Hargrove, with Chucky, along with Pink and Linder and Wilson.
Yeah, one thing for Weaver, I know they have the 2 goals now and it's kind of following the stats, but they had at least 21 shots on goal before we gave one up. Linder with that toe drag,
Here we go.
literal toe drag to pull that one back
Here
out.
we go.
Wilson's
We got the
room.
numbers. Golly.
Yeah, so Wilson goes in, kind of uses his body, but Mason City,
They just pull us
comes
right
in.
off of it. I mean, we can't
Yeah.
get anything happening in our zone. They are just. I mean, they're all over us like butter on a fresh piece of corn cob.
Pink with a breakaway.
Oh, just over the top.
off
What a
the-
pretty move.
Did that
He
go
had
off the
mo-
post? Did
Yeah,
that go
well,
off
it
the
went
bar?
just over the top of the post. What a pretty move by Wyatt, though. I mean, he had a good move through, got him through, and got a good shot up, just went above the goal. He had it. Just unfortunately just went
Yeah.
a little high, so just a bit high. So the move was there, the opportunity was there, just couldn't quite get
Shifley,
it
Baker,
complete.
Giles. Giles gets a chance to tap it, comes out in neutral ice. Shifley coming across.
Oh, where are you?
He pulls it back. Pulled it away from where the players were, but
Yeah.
nobody there from Ames to help.
And thus, in turn, Mason City was able to pick it right back up.
Yeah. So Shifley feeds up to his brother Tristan. Feeds over to Giles. He gets across, feeds back into Tristan. Baker coming up, holding the line. Mason City player going for a little love in the corner, and Shifley just steps across. That one tries to come out. Flory pushes back down deep. Giles, held it in for a second, and Mason City sends it to the far end. That one gets deflected. Giles is over there, deflects forward, but nobody waiting for it from the Ames. From Ames. Circling back around, Giles makes a move, steps forward. Quinteros on the left side, pushes forward. That one goes over the net. Quinteros wraps back around. Shifley's going to go and pick this one up, hopefully.
Oliver's got to get out. I see what he's
Pink at
trying
the
to do here,
side.
but he really needs to. There we go. Just too much time. Good pass.
Shifley looking for Wilson. It gets past him. We start getting those passes going, and then, I mean, we just miss them by that much. So we've had anybody else join
Well, I
us on
guess
our
I would say
broadcast
that
today?
much is making a difference. To be honest with you, Tom, I haven't been checking. Just not feeling it right now, though I appreciate everybody that is watching. Sorry, the results aren't there where we want to be right now.
Oh, boy, we got lucky there.
Yeah.
I think we got some Mason City folks joining from afar. Jones picks this up. Comes through. He's got Pink and Wilson with him. We've still got some time. We got an advantage on this penalty here. So we will have a chance for Ames.
You think we got a penalty coming up?
Yep.
We sure do.
Good job holding control. Hargrove
Golly,
sends this one still
we have
loose.
literally got to
Backhand.
start
Linder puts
catching
one in
passes.
front.
How are
now
we
they
not?
finally whistle
We
that
seem
one
to
dead.
miss some of the easiest passes that come across our way. I mean, I think it's one thing if it's like way out in front of you, but I mean, if it's close to your stick, you ought to at least be able to get something on it. All right, so we're going to see what the power play line that comes out here. I see Giles, Baker, Hance coming out.
We'll see what's
They're going
gonna
to
happen
leave
here.
Shifley. Who's going to be, and Flory now are coming out.
So roughing call. That's Bieber going in the box.
So we are on our Ames Iridium CrossFit power play. Thank you, Ames Iridium CrossFit, for all you do for our off-ice strength and conditioning.
So
Can't
power
get
play.
these boys prepared without your services and opportunities. So thank you, Ames
Absolutely.
Iridium CrossFit.
Flory's going to take this face off. Joined by Crash, Hans, and Tristan Shifley with Baker and Giles on defense. So all offense.
Sort of.
Mostly offense.
Depends on how you look at it.
Yeah. A very offensively minded lineup. That one goes off a Mason City stick and out of play.
And boy, they're bringing, I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. Unbelievable.
13 seconds
He gave
in.
that line all of 13 seconds. All of what? 13 seconds.
Yeah. I don't understand. Jones sends one deep. Looking for Garnis in the corner. Just can't connect. Pink walks across. Sends it down to Wilson. Wilson buys time. Looking for.
Yeah.
Oh, and it trickles in. Garnis finds it. Some well-deserved love for Mr.
Absolutely.
Garnis down there.
Well done, boys. Hey,
He's
that was a good
excited.
opportunity. You know, I mean, just put the stick on the net. Garnis is in the right place, able to get a good, nice little tap stick in between. I don't know if it went 5-hole or not, but it certainly went either in between or just on the outside of his skate. So
Yeah, we'll see if we can see in the replay here.
Yep.
But he walks in. I think it went around the outside. Do you think that was 5-hole?
I mean, it certainly squeaked in there underneath,
Yeah.
either just right on the
Yeah.
outside of the stick or just underneath.
Yeah,
Hard to-
it did just trickle in there. So
So we'll take it. So here we go, 2-1, 6:45. We'll see if this is a momentum changer.
right here is going to tell us a lot. Hargrove gets it out of the zone, but not in control. Hansen from Mason City.
I was afraid he was going to try to pass it.
Little loop around. Hargrove
There we go.
finds
You got
Wilson on
space.
the side.
You got space.
Referee's in the way a little bit. Gets it out of the zone. The Mason City picks it up. And they going to dump that one deep. Jones is going to pick it up. Comes around left side. Makes a move across. He's got Wilson
Come on,
with him.
Jonesy.
Moves in left side. He's got good zone entry behind the net.
No.
Ames pushes wide. Mason City picks that one. Pink brings some pressure.
Right there.
Wilson picks it up, gets a shot on goal, gets knocked down. Mason City wraps around to the right side. Flory tries to hold it.
No, he
Little
does.
battle
Oh,
in
he
the-
just got past him.
yeah, he knocked it down, and then Mason City comes away with it. Mason City with a backhander. Weaver knocks it down and covers.
All right, let's see if we can get something out of this line here. Little production. So it's funny how I can get a little mud in my eye when I say he took that line out 13 seconds, and then all of a sudden, less than 10 seconds later, they
He's
score.
a genius.
He is such a genius, that Rick Baker. I guess that's why he's the head coach, and I'm just the woefully uneducated announcer.
You're semi-educated.
Eh.
So Bieber breaks away.
Good
Comes down
job.
low. Shifley
Good job,
pushes him out
Shifley.
wide.
Yep, good job, Kiefer. Yep.
That's
good.
where I like to see guys using that wall, kind of pushing them into the wall where they can't do anything. Giles makes some moves, comes in the zone.
I don't know why we try to do that. There's two players right in front of you, so you're just passing the puck to them.
Giles looks like he's running out of gas out there. Now he picks it up. Comes in 1v3, makes a move to the outside,
Well, that
blows
to
a
me,
tire.
I think that was a blown tire there.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't want to get caught getting interference calls.
I agree with you, though. I think he needs to come out.
Puck's getting tied up along the boards. Mason City
Now's a good
chips
time
out.
for him to get out.
Yeah. Hargrove
Good, smart
Puts the
play right
brakes
there.
on.
Yep, I like that.
lets the line change,
Yep.
finish it.
Yep. Oh, Wyatt was just
Yep,
right
Pink
there.
was up there. Wilson fighting for it. Mason City just keeps pushing it forward. Hargrove gets it now.
Yep.
Cross ice. Wilson's waiting. Gets up to the red line. Bounces that one in deep. Pink going, looking for it. He comes away with it. He's got time. Wraps it
Oh,
out
right
front.
there, right
Did
there.
it go
We'll
in?
take it right
It's
there.
in
Yep.
the goal. It's a goal.
Absolutely,
It's a goal.
absolutely, absolutely. We'll take it.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, little puck luck. We hadn't had puck luck in about 9 periods or 11, 12 periods. So we will
Pink
take
just
that puck
wraps
luck.
around and comes in there and just floats that one in front of the net.
Wyatt.
Does he ever find Wilson, or is he all Pink?
I think we're going to give it to Wilson with him. So
Yeah, so he wraps around. Wilson was on the far side, but I don't think it ever got to him.
there we go.
So there we go, that 2-goal lead. In 2 minutes, we went from 2-0 to 2-2, 2.5 minutes. We'll see how we end up in this next 4 minutes here. See our official scoring.
I'll take it.
I won't complain about that
I'm
apple
not
for
going
Wilson.
to. No, not at all.
So officially scored, goal obviously for Pink with an assist from Zach Wilson, who was in front of the net.
Take another one here. That's all
I'll give it to him just for the hustle to be in front of the net, because Wilson, or when Pink first got it and came around, he was kind of on that fast breakaway and didn't have the help with them. Hargrove looking to go across ice. We can't find him. There comes Bieber. And Bieber answers that one. So there again, did we lose our... Bieber in neutral ice. Hargrove tries to make the pass.
Yeah,
Mason
and
City
he's
picks
going to
it
get a
off.
penalty. He's going to get a penalty on that. So we're going to go on a power play. Little extracurricular activities from 21 there is in the celebration came up and pushed Chuck into the boards, and so that's going to be Kateris is going to be going in probably for roughing. So they did get a score with 3:38 left, but they're also going to be put us on a penalty on a power play here on the Ames Iridium CrossFit power
So
play.
what line is he going to go with?
He's
going to
go
with
with
the scoring
yep,
line?
Yep.
So
Appreciate Chuck coming out and keeping his head and just going up and saying something to the official versus trying to do something. And
well, I'm glad they did something about that.
Yeah, me
because they've
too.
been doing chippy stuff like that, like the poke into Weaver. So they try to lob that one in. Wilson jumps up, grabs it, pass up to Pink, and that's gonna
stupid
doesn't
icing.
get to him. It wasn't horrible to pass him up there, but we didn't have to do that because he was covered in traffic there.
Yeah.
He had some room in front of him to skate. Pull those guys forward if you're going to come in, and let's get a strong possession. So here we are, 13 seconds. That's when we had the whistle last time. We stick with this line. Mason City pulls it back. They come out of the zone. Garnis comes up with
They
pressure.
they just got to kind of hold on to it.
Yeah, they don't have to put pressure. They just not let us come in. Here comes Pink. He's got a little room. He circles back around outside. He's going to come in down low. This is where he started last time. He pulls back. He's got Garnis in front of the net. Room.
Yep,
He's in
right
front.
there, baby.
Scored by Wilson,
Yep,
on that one.
Yep, absolutely.
So we'll get at least Pink and
Yep,
maybe
Pink.
Garnis
Well,
on that assist.
We have a reverse on that one. We have Pink to Wilson on that one, and we got a great score opportunity there.
Yep, Garnis was right there in front, keeping pressure, but it comes through and goes to Wilson on the far side, and he gets that goal. So bam, 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 3 goals right in a row in the last minute here.
Perfect. I love it.
We'll see what the official scoring is for that, but would not
Excellent.
surprise me to see Garnis in on that one, but definitely Pink to Wilson.
Well done. Well done. Well done on that power play.
Yep, we needed
Rick
an answer
Baker.
there. And you know what? And that's a lesson for Quinteros. We'll listen to this.
Well, I'm just glad to see that they made that call. I mean, it was so egregious what he did. So
I didn't even see it.
yeah, I mean, it was pretty bad.
So the official scoring was Wilson from Pink. So
Yeah, for sure.
Garnis was just in front of the net. So sometimes, they're in the neighborhood and they'll just start throwing apples out. Good job, Flory, on the back check. They were trying to come around. Flory got his legs in front of that one. Baker comes out with it. He goes cross ice trying to find Giles. Giles has a little room. He wins the race to the puck. He needs some support. He pulls back. He feeds down to Shifley. Shifley pulls back. Now Shifley's got it. He goes up high, hands off to Flory.
Oh,
Flory
right
sends
there,
it
Isaac.
low.
Oh, what a shot by Isaac.
Just floats that one out down
Absolutely.
the net, up high where it's hard for anybody to knock it down with a stick defensively. Shifley now bounces off the boards, trying to find Shifley. Goes
Yep,
back up
right
to
there.
Kiefer Shifley at the point, sends it back in.
Low high.
Tristan Shifley wraps down low. Nobody from Ames going after it. Here comes Giles. He has it. He wraps around, trying to find Tristan. Puck goes out wide at the hash mark.
Step up,
Mason,
step up.
Yep, that was one where we needed a pinch sooner. Mason City coming in 2-on-2. Knocked down. Baker comes for the help. He deflects it wide before Hook can get to it. Puck wraps around high, comes out of the zone. Last 90 seconds here. Mason City I feel like they're just pulling back. Looking
Trying
to
to
go into
get
overtime.
us to overtime, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's where they got us last time, so.
So Wilson, he makes a move, comes in wide. He sends that one in deep, wraps around. Linder's on the far side, can't hold it. Gets past Linder, gets past Jones. Jones goes in deep. He's got Hargrove in support. He wheels around the goal. He drops, reverses, gives it to Hargrove. Hargrove bounces it off,
There's
gets it out
nobody
of the zone
there.
to nobody.
Come on. Smart here, boys. Come on.
Yep, so far ice, looking for Pink. Pink feeding up to Wilson. Wilson kicks into the zone. Hubbard bounces out into neutral ice. Ames can't get to it. There we go.
Way,
Flory
Isaac.
over to
well
Jones.
done, Isaac.
Jones back to Flory.
Get out of the
Flory,
way.
Flory running into Wilson, but is able to just kind of flick it into the zone.
30 seconds left.
Wow. Jonesy unable to hold on to it. Wilson up to Flory. Flory's got a little room here.
Come on, Isaac.
He gets
Got
a shot on goal. But
well
nobody
done,
there.
Isaac. I love it. Somebody needs to stay back, though. Looks like Wilson's back. Giles has made his way in.
So we've pulled our goalie. We got an extra man. Giles can't hold on to it. Linder goes
Ooh,
back.
we pulled our goalie.
Pulled our goalie.
Oh,
There we
my.
go. Wilson, he's got some room.
Oh,
Takes a
just
shot.
over the top of his
Last
head.
second. Good heads up that he got it. Wilson got clocked as he took
Just
that
got
shot.
laid out.
Another one.
Well, here's what I'm going to say to this. What a way to fight back.
So that's going to take us into a 3v3. Watch Wilson take this, and he takes a shot and just lays him out. Comes right across the head. And these guys, they're letting too much of that stuff go. Like, he jumped into Wilson. Like, if you look at it, just at the corner of the screen, you see him, like, lift up and go right into his head. I mean, these are the things where, like, bad officiating makes bad stuff happen. But we'll move on from that. Here we go into overtime. We'll have a 2-minute break in between. We're going to start out with basically
Well,
fresh time.
our issue here is that each team is going to get a point. That puts Mason City at 33 points. That no matter what we come out with this weekend, there's no way we're going to get 33 points. So this is pretty much the end of our season.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as that goes. I mean, we still got to finish for pride. I still want to win. I still want the 2 points. I still want to go into next weekend. But I don't think there's a way we're going to be I don't think the numbers are going to match out for us. So a tie was not what we certainly didn't. We certainly don't want a loss, but a tie was not what we wanted either. So because Mason City right now sits at 32 points, we sit at 28 points. We needed, 2-6, so we needed, we were at 26 points, so we needed all 6 points.
Yeah, we needed 6
today, and
they
then
needed the
2
same.
next weekend. And Mason City we needed Mason City to have no points, so they have
Yeah. So technically we could still tie with them.
not in points. There's no way we can get 33
I thought
points.
Mason City was at 31.
I think they're at 32 points right now. I don't know that point streak is working, so.
That's fair. Because that's where, Mason City was at 32. Dubuque was at 31.
You're right. So maybe Dubuque, I don't know. Maybe Dubuque doesn't. Because, we can still get 32 points. So maybe if Dubuque doesn't get any more points, I don't know. So maybe we're not out of it completely. But in working with Mason City and hoping to, because we would have had the tiebreaker with Mason City at 32 if we would have won tonight straight up. So we'll see. I don't care what anybody says. This is a lot of ice for these boys, both sides of them, to be playing on after 3 solid periods of ice. So
there's a chip. Doesn't come out of the zone. That was close, but
I don't know how that was close to being offsides. That's for sure. So now we got Jonesy, Wilson, and Linder in there. At this point, I still want us to finish this season strong. Even with 32 points, it's still a successful season, even if we don't make state. It's one of the highest point seasons an AMHA high school team has ever had. So it doesn't.
Here comes Jonesy. He's got Linder with him. He's got a full head of steam. Tries to step inside, drops. Linder doesn't get to it. Here's a little bit of a breakaway. Lang has a little room. Jones in the back check. hustling back, pushes him out. Weaver was squared up on him. He's not able to get a clean shot. Contreras comes in.
So Pink, Giles, and Baker now are coming out.
Off the face-off, Pink was taking that one. Mason City goes up high. Baker putting pressure, keeps him down low. Baker separates him, gets his shoulder in there. He's got a little room. He comes in the zone. He pulls back a little bit, tries to flip back to Pink. Mason City pushes out, but Giles is there. He picks it up. He circles back, tries to come back inside. Mason City pushes him out. Here we go. Giles is going to enter the zone. He's getting a little help. Oh, it doesn't quite hold on to it. Mason City, Bieber pulls it back.
He tried that shot from a high slot there and just got blocked.
Yeah.
He had the lane initially, but it filled up pretty quickly. So
Mason City sends that one
Come on,
in.
Wyatt.
Pink gets a hold
Come
of
on,
it.
baby.
Here he comes. Baker coming in support. Pink, little dangle move. Pulls it down low. He
Up
gets
top.
a hold
Jonesy,
of it.
get there. Jonesy, get there.
There,
Jonesy.
Jones is racing to it. Just can't get a stick on it. Good back check by Jones. Can't hold on to it. Baker feeds back.
I think he was thinking he was going to get that to Pink. Go, come on.
There's a loose one. Pink is going to get a hold of this
Yep,
one.
yep. Well, wisely,
So
I'm
Pink,
okay with that. If he's tired, he needs to get out. Then he needs to get out.
Yep. So Pink goes out, gives chance for Linder to come in. Jones loses a skate. Wilson's
We got
over
2
there.
minutes left here in this 3-on-3, and then once this is over, if there's no score, we'll go to the worst
Shootout.
event in hockey, the shootout. Oh, that's a trip. No! Oh my God!
That was
Unbelievable.
so blatant. And
wow.
That's certainly not the first one, which is what's very frustrating about that. Giles takes that one off of. He's got Linder with him. Far feed from Linder. Linder's going to come in left side. He's got Giles. Feeds over to Giles. Giles has a move.
Yeah!
Giles closes the deal. Feed from Linder. Great pass. Comes far side of the ice. Finds Linder near side to us. Linder feeds Giles, and Giles seals the deal. Closes this one. We get the win. We get the 2 points. You see this breakdown here. So Giles gets away with, takes it off his stick, goes far ice to Linder. Linder goes down low.
Please stop, please. Hey, we got him. Thank you.
So nice move. Assist from Linder. I like the puck play.
Sorry, I didn't think. Sorry, we had a. I don't know if we're still live, but
We're still live.
Just whatever. So we were able to pull it off on the end. Mason City was able to walk away with 1 point. So I don't know if that's going to get us into the playoffs, but at least we walked away with a win, and we needed that after these last 3 games. So well done by this team for coming back. They were down pretty bad, 2-0, and they were able to fight back. They came back down 2-2, and then scored within 3 pretty quickly with 3 minutes left, up 3-2, and then they were able to come back in, thankfully, for a mistake by Mason City after their score to put us on a power play, which enabled us to go back up 3-3, and here we win in overtime, though. So here we are, Tom, end of the season on our last road game. We'll be at home next weekend against Fremont, and we'll see you all next weekend.